All right, we're here with John Casey and Colin Page. They just won the first across the line on the first leg of the Florida 300. Looked like a beautiful day out there. How was it out there?
Let me first tell you, if you don't know who Colin Page is, you do now, because this kid killed it today. Just sawed the hell out of the main sheet, and you know, when we were going close to the other guys, he just outworked them. That's all it is. You know?
Colin,
no, I mean it's definitely both of us. We found the groove, man, and this boat, really, you gotta give it to NACRA. This boat's such a machine. It's such a phenomenal boat. It's so fast. It's the coolest boat I've ever sailed. And it's just like when it gets in balance and it gets the groove going, it's just ripping. And we were doing some pretty cool numbers with it today, in our opinion, and some really cool feeling.
Yeah, you had some 20 knot segments there. Yep. Now, y'all had problems with the seaweed yesterday. Was it as big a problem today out in the ocean, or the same?
We were doing lawn work today, man. We were just mowing it. We were pulling weeds, mowing weeds, and we didn't stop that much. If we're foiling,
yeah,
we'll cut right through the sargasso weed. If we're not foiling, then that's when it becomes a problem, and we have to do it back down. So towards the end, when the breeze got light, there was a lot of weed, and we had to do the most back downs, I think, in the last 5 miles.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, you're talking about foiling, you just cut through it. About what percentage of the time were you foiling? We didn't see you really foiling in here because you're trying to beat up, I guess, to get to the finish line.
Yeah, no, well, it's too shallow. It's too risky to foil here. We got to protect the boat, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
We have a lot to do with this boat still. It's got a good future ahead of it.
Yeah.
So, no, we didn't foil in here, but we foiled all the way until this last section here where it got a little bit light.
Yeah.
And you know, we're just working on that, man. It's really a new thing, and it's fun to work on it together and get it foiling all the time.
Now, last year was really choppy through here. It doesn't look as choppy as it was last year.
Yeah.
Would you want a little bit more wind, less wind with this boat, or what?
Bring it.
Bring it.
Yeah, we don't care.
Now, what's the? You guys got a lot of time on the boat. Y'all did the Miami Key Largo a few weeks ago, and what's the biggest wind you've gone out in?
20?
20 something, I think. Yeah.
Low 20s?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, on the bay, just going out and.
Now, what's the top speed you've seen on this?
32.1.
32.1.
And we've hit it twice.
All right.
You know, we think, oh, we got it, you know, and then we come in and look, and 32.1 again.
Well, cool.
So, yeah. But we hit that on the regular, you know, 30, you know.
Yep.
Over 30 a lot. We can't break that 32.1 knots, so.
Well, Papa's Pillar Rum supplied some rum last night, and you said that they might have a little rum party here tonight too. They're sponsoring your effort here. What's going on tonight?
Yeah, man, we're gonna do the same thing. We have more Papa's Pilar, and I don't know if it was last night that made us, you know, so good, but we'll do it again. It was really fun, and we want everyone to try it because we're really proud of that rum. Actually, it's our favorite. And Colin brings it home, and
product.
He takes it home, and then like 2 days later, he's like, "Hey JC, you know, all my roommates and all my friends drank all the rum already."
I got roommates.
College roommate, yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple of glasses last night, also after a long day, and I was enjoying it. So look forward to a couple more tonight. Anyway, good luck tomorrow and the rest of the race, man. It's fun watching you guys.
Cool, thanks. Hi, Mom. Hi, Carolina.
So we have Lupe and Key Sailing coming in here. They've been that way, I guess, the whole time. Lupe Tortilla is...
That's Key Sailing in front.
Is that Key Sailing in front?
Yeah.
All right. So Key Sailing pulled in front of Lupe Tortilla.
Updating as often, so they still go behind on the tracker.
Earlier, when they were all tracking correctly, Lupe was in front of Key Sailing. Now, Lupe Tortilla is a GT 300 winner from last year, and they've won numerous before last year.
He was on the tracker.
And so they got a free entry to this race thanks to the great Texas guys. I know they're probably listening. I saw them on a post on one of the sailing forums, catsailor.com, along with beachcats.com. And I know sailinganarchy.com has also been following us too. good to get a lot of sailors following this event. Hopefully they won't rib me too hard about a lot of the gas. We're just trying to provide a little coverage here. Kind of put together last minute. And unfortunately, I'm having to do too much work in between the legs to really try and put some scripting together. Both boats are running their spinnakers. Now, Key Sailing's hulls, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to ask them that in the interview. I think it's the same exact hulls shape as on the NACRA 20 Carbon CFS. Don't quote me on that because I'm going to ask them when they come in. Because Key Sailing, I think, is there a NACRA dealer, so he'll know all the specs. All right, let's get on Lupe Tortilla. See if we can get them. Yeah, they're putting down their spinnaker for now. Tack back out. Back to setting. And here we go, Key Sailing coming in. They're dousing their chute now. A little different from John Casey putting his spinnaker up to come in as opposed to putting it down before he comes in. A little bit different strategy. Let's see if they're going to raise it again to come all the way into the beach. And then not far behind them, let's actually show both the boats battling together. Here we are. Not very much distance here. On the clock, it's probably going to be a couple of minutes, if that. All right, let's go with our second place. A little zoom action on them.
We've got to come ashore now. They go by, remember, put them in third.
New Kurt and Key Sailing, they have to land on the beach, so they've got to come in and basically run ashore to cross the finish line. Lupe Tortilla, they're foiling boats, so they don't have to cross the line. I mean, they have to cross the plane, not on the beach. And here we're getting close here now. Sailing, the boat on the starboard tack has right away, but they're far away from each other. They are not racing against each other for points or anything like that, so there's no strategy from one to the other to try and put the other person out at all. They're just both trying to get across the line, their own lines, as fast as they can. Zoom out, nice, lovely boat. And we'll zoom in, Tortilla, they're gonna finish across the line. They're not racing against each other, but they are racing against each other. And here we go, Key Sailing coming in. I got a little off here. Let me straighten out the camera. There we go. Lupe Tortilla finished, and now they finished. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was with all the seaweed. They went right over it. over here real quick. Now the Nacrid Carbon 20, the sailing, they don't have foils, but they do have curved dagger boards. And the theory behind the curved dagger boards, it creates lift, which almost brings it out of the water, but you don't want to get it completely out of the water because it'll skip. But it does reduce hull drag by quite a bit.
You're the only one allowed over there. Now listen, if they get close, you gotta run down the beach with them, okay?
Okay.
And they're really hard to sail these things without rudders. They've got everything pulled up.
Come on. You can't steer the boat. Don't get over your head.
Your ground crew is helping you out.
Nobody else can touch that boat.
Go back to these guys.
I thought you
And they're walking the boat over. So without any rudders or dagger boards, it's hard to control it. So they just brought it in and you're gonna walk it back over. This is not as bad as it was down at the starting line where you had to go 1.5 miles offshore just to get into deep water. But it does slope quite a bit, and you have to have the rudders and the foils up before you get close to the shore. They're very expensive. And then we have the Lupe tortilla. And they are crossing the finish line now. Doesn't matter how you do it, just have to do it. And that's it, we're finished officially. First leg, Florida 300. Second foiling boat across the line. Third boat overall to cross the line. As I mentioned before, they aren't running for the Florida 300 points. It's their own class, two-boat class, both foiling boats. And then coming back here, we got some more boats on the horizon. You got some that are way offshore. Let's try and find it. There we go. One offshore. And there's a couple more here. I see 3 more back there.
Probably half an hour.
It's all right. We're going to go try and get some conversations going with these guys.
Guys, put him north of the other foiling boat. Go on the other side of the foiling boat.
The 2 foiling boats are going to be, can you back up just a hair? Them. The 2 foiling boats are going to be first on the water tomorrow because they've got to get on the water well early of the start of the race to clear out of the course, to let the first 2 rows of boats start. The way they start it is the first set of boats start. A minute after that, the next row goes. And it's in the finishing order across the line. And then 5 minutes after that, the foiling boats will start. Hey. I'm gonna bring this to the Yeah. I got another antenna I'm gonna have in Singer Island, which will get me further.
We would have been worried that you were broken down because you were We just need to stop for like 10, 15 right? What happened? Tendon broke. So you fixed it. You fixed it.
Yeah, well, Kirk fixed it. I was trying to figure out what to take.
I brought pulled out his 200-pound tool chest.
We brought gauze, attached our broken toes. We each got a broken toe.
We broke into our medical kit. Get out of your way. You recording?
Yeah, we wait and tell you. Oh, you ready now?
He was about to tell me, and so go ahead and tell him.
So only try to tell it one time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So about 15 minutes into the race, right about the time we got to Holiday Isle, we broke a tendon on our tiller connector.
Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so we were looking around for the duct tape that we thought was on board, and it was nowhere to be found. And so then we broke into the medical kit, and we had, where's the gauze?
In my pocket.
Pull it out.
Hey,
I think you're trying to talk to you.
would you mind stepping back a little bit,
I'm
please?
sorry.
Yeah, we got the camera going over here. I can only pull the camera so far. No, no problem.
I don't want to be on camera.
Anyway, we brought some of that adhesive stick-to-itself tape.
Yeah, for like taping up a leg.
Taping up a leg,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we taped the connector together, and it held right till we hit the beach.
Wow, that's pretty good. And the first Florida 300 boat across the line.
That's right.
That's right. Defending champions. So, how was it out in the water? Toolkit.
Toolkit. The stuff works great.
I bet.
Broken legs, broken tiller crossbars.
Toolkit up. There you go. There you go.
But this was more like the travel brochure.
Just the commercial with that thing.
The Commerce.
Yeah, the Chamber of Commerce sale,
Yeah.
other than last year when it was on the nose.
And choppy and the whole
Yeah.
deal. So it was a lot better sail this year than last year.
A lot
first
better.
leg. So, what was your favorite part out there?
It was all good. We got back in the race. We had a good race going with the Phantom with John Tomko,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he'd pull out. We'd catch up a little bit.
Because he was in front of you guys, I guess, after you broke that,
Yeah.
and then until you fixed it, and then you were able to pull back.
And got back close.
Yeah.
Craig, I'll interrupt. We got Royal Yellow, I believe.
Okay, I have one more quick question. The difference between this boat and the foiling boat, the hull's the same? They just different?
Same hull, same mast, same sail, and it's just the configuration of the rudder system and the centerboard,
Great.
daggerboard truck.
We'll talk about it, and we'll talk to you a little bit later, too. Let me get out of the starting line from these guys. Looks like Royal Yellow pulling in. I'm gonna be ready to run with this. That seaweed's a pretty good stopper. But yes, I'm in the middle of the starting line here. This ground crew's set up. They're coming in. They got one guy on the harness. The other guy ready to stow the spinnaker pole. The spinnaker, sorry. We'll zoom in on these guys, watch them work. as they're getting ready to land here. And they're coming. And it's done. Douse the spinnaker. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to get a quick finish up. Oh, wait. Tom, you mind telling us your side of the story?
Same as his.
Well, how'd it go?
It was a nice sail.
Well, you're on the front of the boat, so you have probably a different story. You know, the guys that let me come back here and join you here.
Same as the back of the boat. I was just doing most of the trimming and just keeping the boat moving. We had a lot of seaweed, so we had a method for clearing it, which worked real well.
Okay, so what's your method for clearing the seaweed?
That's a secret.
Oh, come on. You have a special tool?
No, we don't have a special tool.
All
Yeah,
right,
me.
all right. We're gonna fill them with some Pappas rum and try and get the rest of the story from them. Till then, I got to move my camera. I'm right where these guys are going. It gets busy here, kind of like in the pit lane of a race car track. My tripod keeps getting shorter and shorter.
Check the boat and all for
You have some tacking to do?
No tacks.
No tack?
We didn't tack at all. We stayed on one tack. We just cleared the sandbar at Holiday Isle. We cleared the sandbar at the end of the channel at Snake Creek. We squeaked past Tavernier. We were all the way on the inside. The foilers all had to tack. They don't go up instantly.
They even tacked him.
They had to tack a few times. And then it was just a fetch. It freed up pretty early, so nice fetch. Just someone forgot to rake the ocean.
They had a few stops.
Well, we probably cleared the board 40 times. You know, that was, you had to keep cleaning, and you could just see the distance you were making on the guys that weren't cleaning.
Yeah.
Now, Key Sailing said they have a special technique for clearing the boards, and they won't tell us so.
Well, maybe. We weren't close enough to see.
So when you went out for the shakedown run yesterday, you had a bunch of issues with the boat, and you got them all sorted out. Everything ran fine during the race.
Everything, yeah. It was all spinnaker setup. That was how we run the wrong way on the mast. You know,
Yeah.
we've only done it 1,000 times, but we still forget.
Well, you don't do it enough, so
Yeah,
you got to do more races is a problem.
Yeah, that would certainly help. Certainly help. But yeah, boat sailed good. And perfect conditions.
Now, did you guys run the Miami Key Largo race this year? You did. How'd that work for you? How'd you run? How'd you go in
that was, you know, similar conditions. A lot of weed.
Yep.
All on the inside, obviously, and there we had a couple of tacks, but we were very good at cleaning the boards, and that's what's key.
Yeah, keeps you going fast.
Keep you moving. You notice that as soon as somebody gets the wheat, you have to just kind of go the other direction. Just to
Now in this race we have different classes along with the overall. So you were the first boat across the line in the Inter 20 fleet. So hope, we'll see what the numbers do with the. Oh, I'm gonna have to start going here.
That's going to be probably.
No, that's SSS.
I had things to do today.
Sailing. This is his second endurance race, if that's right. The first one was last year's Florida 300.
So I cannot have the dog anymore. I was,
got enough to do.
I was uploading the stuff, Avon in the car, I have been checking, this guy, I'm gonna come and I need this on the beach, I can't waste time. I tried to say this last night. I tried to say it. I woke up in the middle of the night and he was in the other room. And then he said, Avon, you made me so happy that you're here. I have one key of the room if you wanted to change or do anything. 164. It's on this side. Okay, on the parking lot. On the parking lot, all the way almost.
This is from Pensacola, the Northeast area. Kevin Smith.
On the trunk of the car. I have to upload them. I didn't know.
Did you see them at all? Like, yeah, because you know the tracker stopped before they ever started.
Last I saw they were still
At the starting line.
Start.
We were there for an hour past, by the way. Beautiful job with the trailer, Jay.
I was.
And the best was, she said to me, I had a problem putting it in the spot, I disconnected and rolled it in. I said, it wasn't a problem.
I couldn't
That's
get
what
it.
you do.
I couldn't get it.
But no, but that's the thing. That's what you do. Just what you did.
Because I wanted to have it as close as possible, and then I got stranded. I couldn't move.
No, what you did is perfect.
I said it twice in the first way.
Well, yeah, the best is you took the shortcut.
I got the shortcut.
Then all of a sudden she's ahead of us again. And I said to Mac, I'm like, you must be riding off this slow. Past us again. So nice to help it?
Yeah, nice.
Okay, upwind, early part? Not a lot of tax though, right? Zero tax. So everything that went off for that. What's the off for? This is a nice thing. This is one of the things I was talking about. Did you go get when you first got out there, you should have wound it up.
Jose!
If you want this room to anything, Mr. Bourbon.
It's your team.
Please give it back to me because your age is on top of me with the keys.
I can't believe you're afraid of him.
No, but you know how many times he told me about the keys? Like 1,000 times he cannot. My bag, my neck,
All right, that's
Don't put on the touch here.
SSH Racing.
You know what the thing is? I just got here.
It's his second Florida 300. First one was last year. Before that, he has zero endurance race experience. Last year, he made it to the last leg. Got involved in an incident where a wave threw, tossed two boats together. His was one of them. And his hull got punctured, and he traveled 5 miles before he realized he was sinking. Pulled it in.
A little too much.
He had enough lead to still maintain second or third in the points for the NACRA 20 class.
Catch that? That was Jamie Livingston, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who don't know it, his wife told him to shut up.
Oh, they've got a broken spinnaker pole.
She broke his arm.
Chuck, where do you want him?
Right here. Bring him. Yeah. Whoa, no, get out of that grass. All right, we're good.
That's a bad way to hold it.
Hey, Greg.
Yes. Hey, how's it going, Joel?
Come down and watch.
Cool. Cool. Well, spinnaker pole.
Incredible.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Check with Jay.
You want to pull the cat tracks back a little bit?
Well, they want to keep, I think, right at this point so they can get water if there is.
Yes, sir.
I think.
Now you should know. Okay, how many World 1000s have you done?
5. And every one to Virginia Beach, I made it. That's the one I like. I mean,
all over one. And how many Tyvees? You did them all?
No, I think I only have 4 Tyvees and 1 non-complete.
Yeah.
One I sailed only 3 minutes and 42 seconds.
Wow. What happened?
That wasn't a good year. Yeah, in Jupiter. Actually, at home. That is where I live.
Yeah.
You know? That's the worst part in our neighborhood.
Yeah. It's Jamie Livingston. Hey, I'll get that. You.
Oh, one hand, I'm fine. I'm good one hand.
All right.
As long as I don't use my left hand, I'm good.
You got that water? No.
Why not? Still water? Okay. Wait for him to finish. Not a problem. I can stand here.
We'll go reload. Get this guy here.
Oh, you touched the pole.
I was going back and I fell back.
Oh.
And then I...
How you doing?
Good. How's it going? Y'all finish doing what you're doing and we'll do an interview?
Okay, we're ready.
Ready? Okay.
We can do it at
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the way. So you got to hold the bow of the boat, Kevin, so I can stay out of the way. All right. It'll roll towards you a little. All right.
All right, we're here with HM Steiger SSS Racing. Second NACRA 20 boat across the line.
Awesome.
This is only your second endurance race.
Yes.
First one was last year. That's pretty amazing. You made it last year to the last leg, and then you broke because of an on-water incident. Yeah.
Yep.
And you were able to still get third in points last year for the NACRA 20 class. So how was it out in the water?
Wow, a lot of grass, a lot of clearing. And every time we would stop to clear,
yeah,
we would decrease efficiency, but immediately get it back for having lost all the grass.
Now, how was it on the front of the boat? You were the one having to do all the work to clear the boards.
We were clearing the boards, definitely. So we had a good pattern going. We would run in, grab the boards up and down, and right back out. We had a good thing going. We're doing really quickly.
Okay, I see a little damage here. What's the story behind this?
It's a mere flesh wound. This is what happens when you put any pressure at all on the bowsprit, because it's already under extreme pressure, and it's just a thin aluminum tube. So hopefully we can get that replaced before tomorrow.
Yep.
And keep going.
Well, cool. Look forward to seeing you guys on the water. Great race, man. You're making a name really quick.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for letting me know. I didn't even... Whacked out.
Last year I wore my outfit for like 3 hours after the race. I was in shock. So I'm going to get undressed.
So HM, a little bit better sail this year than last year?
This year, yeah, that's a good interview question. The winds last year were crazy compared to this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, I distinctly felt like I could do this all day. Whereas I couldn't do it another day last year.
Well, it was your first long distance leg, really. I mean, that's and yeah, by the time you got to the last leg, you felt a little bit better though than the end of the first leg.
Well, the conditions became better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then
Another thing I heard that as you keep doing it, your body gets used to it. So by the time you're at the end of the race, you're almost ready to do another leg or two because you've already built up the.
I noticed the look on the faces.
No.
I noticed at the awards ceremony, some of the guys looked like they could have kept going 2 or 3 more days. I was definitely glad it was done.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we have 2 more boats on the horizon. Thank you. Okay, they're right behind the flags here. They're coming in. 2 black spinnaker boats. Hopefully some air keeled over. 1 and 2. That is a tight race right there. Zoom in a little bit underneath the flag. Looks like McPick McDonald. Kind of see the top of his sail there. That's Turtle Mojo. F-18 boat. Dave Ingram. Dave Ingram was Solar Power Racing last year. And they've teamed forces this year. And we got some hull flying back there, the second boat. It's probably one of the Royal boats.
Royal.
Oh, yes. Showboating. But they're gaining ground. They are battling for that finish. Yeah, it's one of the Royal boats.
That's the yeah, we need it for Jared.
They are really...
I could get it from him and just taking a video.
Good job. Have you been watching it?
I have the video, so...
And they are closing in the last legs. Now that's an Acura 20 in the back of a F-18. So he owes them some time anyway, but they're racing for the line though. This is going to be a tight one. They will race all the way up the beach. They're flying the hull. Sorry, we lost it there. Race committee's got to do their job, more critical, at finish line. They are right together. That is a great finish. Up. Is that a call for room? Look at this. Look at this. Tight racing. Who said endurance racing isn't close? Who said it? This is great. They're coming all the way in. And they're across. Second boat coming in. They haven't finished yet. They've got to come all the way up on the beach. He's going to come in right where I'm at. Nope. Whoa! Very busy here. We're going to have a lot of interviews coming up. We still haven't gotten Lupe Tortilla yet. They parked at the back end. I'm sure they were putting their boat up. Even though you land, whoa! Gotta loosen that main sheet.
You have that drive? Put that out?
You're never finished until the sails are down, as JC let us know when we asked him for an interview early.
Right. Well, I didn't know if it was right.
All right, let's move the camera here because we're going to be in these guys' way. They're going to start lining up right over here. Hey, HM.
What tracking?
Sorry about that. I was trying to, we had a couple boats that weren't tracking and I'm trying to sort that out. See if maybe we could save the track. and have it uploaded. I've got his cell phone. So we will sort it out as they put these boats up. Now this is turtle nesting season. I actually had to get some permits to allow the boats to park here overnight, and they will inspect them in the afternoon, and they will also inspect them the next morning.
We were reaching up real high.
They're draining seeing if there's any water in the holes. Appears to be good. Nice line of boats. And we have another boat on the horizon. Hey! So how'd it go out there?
It went okay. We're pretty beat up and sore. Haven't done this in a long time.
Got the camera over here.
And so we capsized once. I guess I missed my hook trapping out and probably caught the top of it and went out and settled in and fell off, and that put us over.
Oh, okay.
So we went from about third place to way back.
Took you a while to get the boat righted? Or y'all were just a tight group?
Yeah, that went pretty fast. We probably got the boat back up about 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And then it was playing catch up the rest of the day.
So y'all had a nice little battle coming in here.
Yeah.
That was exciting. You guys were flying the hull, you know, in the apparent wind.
Well, we've
catching
been chasing that guy for a long time. So we weren't going to give that up.
That's good. Any problems with the boat? Everything worked fine?
No, everything broke.
Now, what all issues did you have?
The tramp's coming undone, all the bungees broke, had to change a bar out there.
Oh, okay.
Jared's bar cracked up pretty bad. And all kinds of issues. It's going to be a long night.
Okay. So y'all are going to have it back up and 100% for tomorrow, huh?
Yep, hoping so.
Now, which boat was it that had the fiberglass work done on it at the end of this leg?
That was this one.
Yeah.
Last year, yeah.
So y'all got that all squared away now, huh?
We just drained it, pulled the plugs, and no water at all.
Good.
Nice and dry. You'll be good for tomorrow.
So you raced this race last year, but
I haven't made it to this beach yet. We had physical problems. The wind was northeast last year and about 15 degrees colder.
Yeah.
And I cramped up and I just couldn't move. I had to go in and sit on deck, and that blew us out of the race. We went up the bay instead of coming along the shoreline.
Now, why aren't you doing it this year? You decided to give your boat to Leandro?
Chris got a bunch of jobs and he's been swamped. So it's a case of he's working and he's making a lot of money.
Good.
So we got Leandro to take the 20 and bring it in, and
now that's quite the story there. He's racing with youths, sailing youths.
He's got three of his youths. Yep.
So that'll be interesting. We'll interview those guys when they come in. I see the other boats just coming in now. It's a busy afternoon. Good talking to you, though.
Take care.
Let's see.
There you go. That's what we want to do.
We were going to try and borrow Garrett's boat.
You got the old guy.
A friend of ours has got one of those. It hasn't even raced yet up in Newport.
Oh, okay.
And we kind of, hey, bring that thing down here.
Looks like Leandro coming in, right?
Probably, yeah.
So a good sail though today?
Yeah, awesome. if people saw that, or the sailors saw that,
yeah,
they'd be lining up. You'd have to say, okay, there's a cutoff at 40 boats.
Yeah, we really need to try and get the participation across the board for distance racing has been down. We're trying to get a bunch of new guys involved in the sport, but it's hard. And then we got Leandro that's coming in on the Royal boat, and he's alternating use every leg, so that'll be neat. Hopefully some of those guys will take to the multi-hull stuff. Youths. I'm from Louisiana, you know. You can
see that movie?
Yeah.
Youths. Well, that's good because it needs new blood.
Yeah.
And there's enough of these boats around, these I-20s and 6.0s that are still very competitive, and just we got to find find those boats and get them out here, get somebody on them.
Yeah.
So
because these are some workhorses, these guys.
That's all we need. I mean, that's nice, you know.
Yep.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
And there's enough of these that people can get back out on the water.
All right, we're gonna go back to Leandro coming in. Get some good footage of these guys. Watch them work the boat. So this is the third Royal boat, Royal White. This thing balanced out. Here we are. It's Leandro Spina. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I'm sorry if I do. And he is sailing with a youth sailor that he's training, and then every leg he's going to sail with a different ute. They've got good speed coming over. Good speed for these boats. Top end would probably be around 28, 27, somewhere around there. They could do an average of 20 miles an hour with good wind direction, and they could average that. Pop in the chute, run it in. Zoom in, see if they get some hull flying action. Looks like they got a good lie-in coming in. Now I'm a little close. Might have to back up just a bit. Depends on their line coming in. Let me just go ahead and move. I don't really have an exit right here because I got boats behind me. Let's move it a little bit. Huh? All right, here we go. Sorry about that.
Now, let's go on our boats.
Still in their spinnaker. And finished. Ground crew coming up. Two more boats. This Royal White.
Come on, let's help these old guys out.
Now that's a crew. That's what happens when you have three boats on the line. You get a lot of help. So they've got to get it spun around and in the wind. Get a little distortion with the boat in between us.
Right here.
Technology we're using is the same that I used for the drone that I lost. 5.8 gigahertz.
All right. That's good. That's good.
There we go.
Hey, how you doing there, man? How was it? All right?
Now this distance sailing is a small community. These guys all know each other. They've raced against each other. They've helped each other out on and off the water. This type of sailing, if someone's in trouble, you are required to help them. You mark your time and you get it deducted from your result.
That's all right. You got to do that, man.
No, the weather was good.
Too much seaweed.
Seaweed, ups and downs, right?
Yeah, shift gears a lot.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. And the downhaul.
Yeah, that's it. It's just
and big. Both on like on deck, no downhaul.
double tap.
Watch out.
Brett Moss.
30 seconds.
Back in, yeah.
Just like that. Yeah. Right. But it was all right.
Yeah, no, that's good.
All right, I'm gonna go try and get Lupe tortilla.
Today was supposed to be the worst of it. The lightest pressure and stuff.
I thought it was that bad. You get the tack in?
That was nice.
Yeah, one tack. That's really good.
Can't complain on one tack.
I mean, the one side's going to hurt. I mean, Steve got all of it. It's like, oh, my, because he left the buckles on there, so he goes, I got to get some pads over there. So you got to do something? You got to cut them off or put some pads on.
How you been otherwise?
Good, no, Pete Argo, we went out fishing last Sunday. Me and Dana caught 2 dolphins right out here. So, we went out early. And, yeah, so I'm like, we're always boating or doing something. So, there's always something going on. We're going to be here. We'll be here tomorrow.
Water talking this time. Up there, Evan, how many good
First of the group, they broke a tune.
Oh, I saw that.
Saw them, man.
When they,
and they used medical tape to fix it.
Okay, we had this discussion last night over a couple of the Papa's Pillar rum. You guys were discussing your strategies. You were coming in.
We were.
Is that why you let the yellow boat underneath you?
Actually, we were just talking, being elderly gentlemen as we are.
Yeah.
And some of these younger guys really can't take defeat very well. Yeah. So we take it as our responsibility to go ahead and let them, get in.
Yeah.
Because they owe us tons of time anyway.
All right, yeah.
But, for the folks on the beach, the young guys need that kind of stuff.
That's right.
Dave and I, been there. We don't need,
So I've heard 2 teams say, commercial, e-commerce, what is it? Chamber of Commerce weekend.
Chamber's Commerce kind of day. It was a beautiful sail.
Yeah.
So no matter what happened for us on the water, it was just a great sail. Great day.
Everyone's been complaining about clearing the boards.
Oh yeah, well that was.
We're going to talk to the Chamber of Commerce. About
All right,
yeah. That was an unexpected.
Well, I know they rake the beach every now and then, but they didn't say anything about having to clear out the ocean.
Grass is just part of sailing in Florida.
That's it. That's it.
It's the way it is.
But all right, what was y'all favorite part of the sail? That last bit in there?
No, the start.
Start?
The first hour, we did really well. We pulled ahead. We were sailing higher and faster than everyone else, and we were keeping up with the carbon 20.
Yeah.
We did real well.
Now, when I was recording the start, of course, about 5 minutes before the start of the race, it lost, the internet went down.
Okay.
And I got it back up like 1 minute before the start of the race, and I get there, and then 3 boats went that way, and it looked like they were sitting waiting to take a second start or something. Were you one of the guys that went that way, just straight down?
That was the 2 foilers and 2 20s.
Two 20s, yeah.
Yeah, that took off and took a hitch to the right. And 2 of the 20s looked like they went really far out. But the foilers just went out and then tacked over, and then they just rolled the fleet.
Yeah.
Foiling by. But we saw Tomko come off the foils, and it was spectacular.
Cool. So how do you like having the foilers run with you guys, you know?
Well, we were only with them for about the first hour.
Yeah.
You know, and then they disappeared over the horizon.
Yeah.
But we did get some good shots of both of them up on foils, sailing, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
It's a bit distracting. Every time I looked, you know, and the boat didn't go the right way, Dave would smack me.
Stop looking at the camera.
But anyway, so congratulations. It's good seeing you guys. It was
a
fun
good first
watching
day.
you guys come in.
Excellent
That was
first
great.
day.
Yeah.
Very good first day.
Coming across the horizon, we have Team Cat in a Hat, Larry Ferber and Jackson. Larry Ferber, Cat in a Hat. Yeah, we've had some streaming issues. Apparently when I get a phone call, it kills it. If I'm connected to my phone. So I'm hoping this will post to the second Florida 300 finish of day one file. And I'll be able to play back once we save out of it. Chuck and Judy Bargeron, race committee. Now all these boats racing are spinner equipped with dagger boards. We do offer something for the non-spinnaker, non-dagger board boats on our last leg. Vero Beach and Cocoa Beach, called the Dog Fight. It will start an hour earlier than all the Florida 300 boats, so it's a little pursuit. But anything from a Hobie 16 on up can participate in that race. And sailing straight downwind is the slowest point of sail. They're just running it in. Alright, last boat ashore. No major problems with any boats, so all should be back on the starting line tomorrow. Last year's event, we lost one boat for every leg except for the Jupiter Beach leg. And that concludes the finish for day one of the Florida 300. We'd like to say a special thanks to our primary sponsor, is Wave Surf Shop in Tybee, Georgia, Islander Water Sports in Islamorada, Zyke Sailing Gear, Shark Bait Beach Gear, Key Sailing, Cat Tack Tracking, and thebeachcats.com. Stay tuned tomorrow for the start of the second day of the Florida 300.